Drawing a line over domestic spy drones, Kentucky Republican Senator Rand Paul says he plans to put forth a bill which would force authorities to get a warrant before they use drones for surveillance here in the United States. Senator Paul argues it's a Fourth Amendment issue, protection against unreasonable search. And he says, quote, "We want to make sure that when I'm out on the farm hunting, that they have to get a permit to watch me hunt. They really shouldn't be flying overhead. It's my property." As you may know, more and more police departments are using drones, and many argue that they're a valuable tool to fight crime. Doug McElway is live for us in Washington with more. Doug.
Trace, what Senator Paul's bill hopes to accomplish is basically to apply the same laws for surveillance that exist on the ground to surveillance in the air. An increasing number of local and state police forces are now using surveillance drones, and Senator Paul wants to set up restrictions on their use before Americans lose more of their privacy to technology.
This opens Pandora's box to the government coming into your house, into your backyard, and using this information for criminal prosecution. It's very worrisome, and we want to nip this in the bud before law enforcement starts using these drones. We want to make sure they know the Constitution still applies, and you can't go snooping on personal behavior unless there's probable cause and a judge has signed a warrant.
Now, this bill specifies that no evidence obtained or collected in violation of this act can be used as evidence in a criminal, civil, or regulatory action. For example, what happens under this bill if a police drone, in the course of a separate investigation, randomly happens to observe you growing a marijuana plant in your backyard?
Can't be used. You have to have a warrant, and it has to be specific to what they're looking for. This goes right on the heels, and I think it's consistent with what the Supreme Court ruled recently. They ruled 9-0 that the police cannot tag your car with a GPS, follow you all over the city if they don't have a warrant.
Senator Paul is now seeking co-sponsors for the Preserving Freedom from Unwarranted Surveillance Act of 2012, and similar legislation has been introduced in the House. Trace?